YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Ashley. I am an online health, fitness, lifestyle, business coach, if you will. But I mostly use this channel to share my journey with you guys in hopes that I can either inspire you, help you with some of my ideas or the things I've gone through, and maybe, give you some motivation to make some changes in your life, whether it be with health and fitness or starting your own business, whatever it is. Mostly, this channel is about my journey. I share what I'm going through, what I'm doing, what's working for me, what's not working for me. So if you like my videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what the heck has been going on with me. I can't even tell you guys how long it has been since I have done a chit chat for you guys, or I have let you guys know what is going on in my life. I have uploaded a lot of videos for my Facebook because I do a lot of Facebook lives over there. I'm actually in the middle of a 100-day Facebook live challenge, and so I was just kind of needing to process some things before I jumped on here and shared with you guys what's going on, what I've been doing, and all of that good stuff. So, if you're ready to hear what's new with me, what's coming up in the future. Okay, so in, let's see, probably the last video I've done, I should have went and looked before I jumped on, but if you guys have been following me for a while, you know a couple things about me. Let's see, in June of 2016, I was diagnosed with Hashimotos, hypothyroid. I gained like 21 pounds overnight. I didn't share all of my journey until this year, but part of that was because I was ending my addiction to Adderall. I was addicted to Adderall for, 2.5 years, and in May of 2016, I decided I was done. Got to the root of the real problems with my health. I jumped on a healing journey to just everything I was going through Hashimotos, through getting over my addiction, through losing the weight, to wanting to feel better inside and out. And I documented a lot of that journey here on my YouTube channel. Part of that journey was I jumped into a keto lifestyle. I never really like to call it keto because I probably ate more carbs than somebody that was on strict keto, but it was a very low carb, high fat diet. I was in ketosis most of the time. That diet helped me a lot, a ton. I was able to level out my thyroid. I was able to get my antibodies down to normal. I felt good on the inside and out. It helped me lose probably about 15 of that 20 pounds that I gained. And I was rocking it out for about 1.5 years. And then this summer came and a few things happened. And if you follow me on social media, you know I'm no longer on a low carb, high fat journey. I noticed that my body wasn't really responding as well to the keto diet as it was in the past. I was going back to this gaining 5 pounds, losing 10 pounds, or like gaining 5 to 10 pounds, losing it, gaining it, losing it. And I started to get really frustrated with the progress I was seeing. I started to make the excuse of balance as something that I live my life for. I have balance. I like to have tacos. I like to have my wine. I like to have this. And what started happening was I was getting frustrated because my body wasn't making the changes that I wanted to. And I started to feel sluggish again. I started to feel like I was getting out of control with my, just with everything. I was starting to feel like it wasn't working. Like the way that I was eating and the things I was doing just wasn't working for me. And I was starting to get really frustrated. The problem is I had gone all over social media and talked about this low carb, high fat diet that was working so well for me that I really could not wrap my head around making a change because, I run a business online. I help people online, all of these things. I have, said I would never do something else again. I use the word never a lot. I felt stuck in the way that I was eating because of my presence on social media, I guess you would say. And so I tried a couple things. I tried, in June and July, I tried exogenous ketones. If you're not sure what those are, basically they are ketones that you drink and it helps your body get into ketosis. And a lot of companies promise fat loss. They promise getting into ketosis in 60 minutes. It promises less brain fog, like all of these things. And I tried all of them, you guys. Like anything I could get my hands on Amazon, anything that I saw other people using, I was trying. And nothing was giving me the results that these people were talking about. These people were talking about their brain fog going away. They were talking about having all the tacos and then the next day being back in fat burning mode. They were talking just about all of this crazy stuff, and it wasn't happening for me. I actually ended up gaining 10 pounds in June and July. And of course, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's not the ketones, but I digress. It probably was the ketones. I hear a lot of people gain weight on those, and it for some crazy reason, I kept trying another one. I'm like, oh, well, this one will be the answer. Oh, this one will be the answer. And it wasn't. It didn't give me that feeling that everybody else got. It didn't help me with weight loss. It helped me gain weight. And I just started getting frustrated. At the same time, Beachbody, the company that I am a part of, started to run some of the top coaches in a new test group for a new program. They weren't telling us what it was, nothing like that. And I started seeing people. Airplanes never fly by my house. Let's just say that. I started watching these coaches go through these programs, and this program, and watching them go through the nutrition part and seeing all the changes they were making, and I'm just like, you know, stalking these people daily because the results they were getting were crazy amazing. And then it was talked about the program that is being launched. It's called the 80-Day Obsession. It's going to be launched on January 15th. And I went back and forth for a long time talking to some of my close friends saying I need to go back to the container system, but I have basically marketed myself as the keto girl, as the girl that, you know, eats low carb, high fat and all of these things, but I really want to go back to eating these containers. And it was a real struggle for me to make that decision to switch back to eating, you know, differently, not eating low carb, high fat, but at the same time, it wasn't serving me anymore. It served my purpose of helping me heal my thyroid, and I wanted to see what this would do. And I thought, you know what? You always have the choice of going back. You've always been very transparent along your journey. So if people unfollow you or don't want to follow your journey anymore, it is what it is. But it's not, you know, this is about me and what's going to work well for my body. And I know that there are other people out there that have had the same experiences with this as I have, so I need to share that. So the first lesson that I have learned in this journey over the summer is, first of all, never say never. Never say you won't do that workout. Never say you won't follow that eating plan. Never say you won't do something that somebody else is doing, because you might change your mind, and that's okay. This is like you guys, this journey is about finding what works for you, and that's gonna change from time to time. Like over 6 years, that has changed a lot for me. What I do know is I've used these containers. You guys have seen these, or you guys have heard of the 21-Day Fix before. When the 21-Day Fix came out, that was 4 years ago, I believe. I had just had my second son. I was struggling, like on the struggle bus to lose the last 10 pounds of baby weight. Nothing was helping. It just was awful. So 21-Day Fix came out. I did it, still didn't lose any weight. Somebody was like, did you follow the meal plan? No, I didn't. So I jumped in full force, followed the meal plan, lost the 10 pounds, learned so much about my nutrition. That was literally the tipping point of learning about nutrition for me. And I was able to get that off and keep that off basically until my diagnosis with Hashimotos. So back in middle of August, I decided I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm jumping into it. I kind of got quiet on YouTube because I didn't know what to talk about, and I wanted to see how it would go for me to use the containers and figure out what's going to happen after that. So for about 2.5 months, I have been using these lovely containers. Probably I would say about 80% of the time I've been using them. And so much has happened. So much has happened. Oh my gosh. I feel free. I thought that I was feeling free before. I thought that the keto diet gave that to me. I just thought all these weird things, which tells you that whatever you tell yourself, you believe. Let me say that. But I didn't realize that I was feeling restricted. I didn't realize that my body was not responding when I ate all the tacos, even when I had the ketones. The ketones, I did a rant on Snapchat yesterday, if you guys follow me, and you'll know that I just don't believe in them. It doesn't work. Yes, if you pee on a stick or prick your finger and find out that you are in ketosis, well, you just drank ketones, so they're in your blood. Doesn't mean your body's using them. It doesn't mean that your body's burning fat. It's kind of gives you extra energy, and if you don't use it up, it's gonna get stored. That's what happened with me. It got stored into 10 pounds of fat on my body. So I digress. So I started using the container system. I felt free. I was worried that I was gonna be hungry. Don't feel hungry. I'm not doing like any intermittent fasting or anything like that anymore. So I am eating throughout the day, but I love it. Like, I freaking love it. The other thing is, like I was talking about, is if I were to have tacos, or maybe I have a weekend totally off the rails, come back probably 4 or 5 pounds heavier. This is when I was doing low carb, high fat. It would take me, you guys, like 2 weeks to get that weight off. Like 2 weeks. Like, it would hang around forever, and I would have to be so strict, and it just started to wear on me, and I didn't realize that until I switched over to the container system. Now, if I fall off track, I hate using those words, but let's say I just don't follow the container system on the weekend. I've been on a few trips. I went to Florida, we went to Minnesota, and I get back, and yeah, I probably gained 3 or 4 pounds. It's off in 2 days, you guys. My body is not fighting anymore from switching from burning fat to burning glucose and sugar. And I know that this is the hardest thing with people that are on a keto diet, is that for some people it's just not sustainable. It just isn't. And if you live a life like that, then if you can sustain it, great. And if it works for you, awesome. Like, I'm not talking bad about this diet. I'm just sharing with you guys what's working for me. So I noticed that my body bounces back quickly. Like, it was just Halloween, and yes, I've had some Halloween candy, and I don't notice it in my body. Now, if I was eating the way I was before, I would totally notice it. I have dropped the 10 pounds that I gained over the summer, and I've been able to keep that off for about 2.5 months now. I'm feeling great. Now, where does my journey go from here? So I talked about this program that's coming out in January called the 80-Day Obsession. It's really about leveling up, you know, taking your health, taking your fitness to the next level. And when you do that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you do that with things, it all comes together in the rest of your life, and everything else levels up. I feel like over the past 1.5 years or so, or even probably more, 2 years, I have been very complacent with my fitness journey, with my fitness and my nutrition and all of that. I wouldn't say my health journey, because I've come a long way in my health journey. But with fitness and nutrition, I've been very complacent on, yeah, I can work out, yeah, I follow a nutrition plan. But it's been a long time since I've dialed that stuff in. And I have something that I want to do in 2018. I'm not going to share it yet. I thought I was going to on this video, but I'm going to keep it in suspense a little bit longer. And this is what this series is about, is my journey to obsessed. So it is November 3rd, and I am committing now to my journey to obsessed. So I'm starting now before this program comes out. I'm dialing in my nutrition. I am going to be starting on, they're launching a program called A Little Bit Obsessed, which is a sneak peek of the program next week. And if you guys want to do it with me, there is a link to the group below. Just add yourself. It's completely free. You can do that with me. And I'm just going to be sharing my journey about really leveling up my health and fitness, really leveling up all areas in my life. And that's what this series is going to be about. It's about leveling up, becoming obsessed, and just proving yourself wrong, proving yourself that you can do something that you said you would never do, proving to yourself that, you know, anything is possible. And if, you know, I hope that you guys are going to follow me on my journey. I hope that you guys are going to choose to level up with me, no matter what you're doing. Like, I don't care if you do this program with me. I don't care if you're doing a keto diet or whatever. If you want to level up, like, let's do this together. Like, you know, that's what this is going to be about. And if you want to share your story with me, your journey with me, like, reach out. I'm an open book, and I love to do things with other people. So I've been rambling now for almost 15 minutes. I'll try to cut that down for you guys, but this is day 1, or vlog 1, I would say, of my journey to obsessed. I'm gonna hope to be coming to you guys with at least 2 or 3 videos a week. We'll see how that goes. And then of course, when I do start on the 80-Day Obsession program that comes out in January, I will definitely be vlogging that entire thing. So I don't know if I'm gonna do daily vlogs or how I'm gonna do it, but I am gonna be sharing my journey with you guys with that because it's gonna get crazy and I'm hoping to do something really exciting at the end of it. All right, that's it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see the rest of my journey to obsessed, and I will see you guys in the next video.